scrolling through social media, looking and watching TV,
surfing on the web.
it's not going to de-stress you. It might even actually bring your stress levels up depending on what you are watching, what you are looking at, and consuming. So what we want to do is actually de-stress you so that you feel better throughout the day, so that you can actually calm down and relax and recover from, let's say, a hard day at work, being with the kids, school, whatever the case is.
Social media.
Social media, yeah. So here's the thing. People are chronically stressed out, and I think the biggest thing is we are highly functioning and chronically stressed out at the same time. So all that means is that your stress levels are high, your inflammation in your body is high, but you're still able to go and live life.
And you're overstimulated.
Yes, you're overstimulated, and I think that we feel that this is normal and what we're feeling is normal, when really it's not, and you need to be able to bring yourself down, calm down, and relax even more so than what you're doing.
If you're looking for more information for how to get energy back in your life, hit the subscribe button. We release videos every Thursday on all things health. So we know that finding like your inner peace is pretty hard in today's world.
For sure.
So we're going to go through everything that is and isn't going to help.
Yeah.
Right?
So have a pen and paper, get ready, write some things down, and start putting it into action.
We're going to call this chasing the peace.
Chasing the peace. I like it.
Chasing the peace.
Yes. Perfect. So step number 1. Are you ready for this? Step number 1. I'm ready. No, I'm ready for step number 1.
We have steps.
Okay. Number 1. You want to call it an action step? You need to figure out what you are currently doing with your life. Right? So
What are you doing?
what are you doing? Right, exactly. So maybe on your own list, what is it that you are currently doing right now so that you personally can de-stress? It'll be really interesting. Maybe you have nothing on the list. Maybe your list you thought was social media, just watching TV.
Or sleeping.
Yeah, which sleeping is good, and it does help us recover and feel better. But there's actually activities throughout the day that you can do to help you physically de-stress. Relaxing and de-stressing are 2 different things.
It's true.
They are 2 different things. Give me an example of relaxing.
Binge watching TV.
Sure, that's relaxing.
Kind of, yeah. I mean,
Kind of.
It can be relaxing.
Yeah, I think there's a really fine line here. Like a really fine line of understanding like what relaxing is and what de-stressing is. I do think there's this mindless, hey, I'm just going to go watch something and chill out and maybe scroll on my phone, whatever the case is. Nothing wrong with that. We're not saying that there's anything wrong, but you do need action steps in your day to help you physically de-stress.
Right.
So,
watching TV and swiping through your phone, it's going to keep you stimulated, right?
yes.
In a bad way.
So if you're hoping that you're going to get a better night's sleep by before just like watching TV, scrolling through social media, whatever it is that you have been doing, it's probably not, no, in fact, it's not helping you sleep.
So de-stressing, you can't just de-stress on accident. You have to actively do it, okay? It doesn't just find you. You're not just like going through your day and like, oh, all of a sudden, I'm de-stressing now. It doesn't work like that.
It's just kind of like you don't accidentally work out, right? Like, whoop, oh, that was an hour of working out, so I must be good now. No, that's not how it works. You actually have to schedule in. Put in your calendar, put in your schedule, put in your phone, whatever the case is. Hey, this is going to be can be 10 minutes, can be 20 minutes, can be an hour of you actively de-stressing.
Can be a day.
Yes, because we do not want to be a bunch of high-functioning, stressed-out individuals anymore, just living life and feeling like bleh, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this really is the secret. This is the trick for you feeling better, functioning better at work, doing better in school, having more fun on the weekends and enjoying your weekends more. Because here's another thing. Let's just talk about this. How you get to the weekend after a long work week and you're just exhausted, and by the time Sunday comes, it's another work week. Listen, if you put more actively de-stressing moments throughout your week, you will be able to have a little bit more fun on your weekend and, go do things and feel good about it.
So you might hear that we're saying high-performing individual and think that we're saying that it's a bad thing. We're not saying that it's high-functioning.
Mm-hmm.
A high-functioning individual and think that it's a bad thing. We're not saying it's a bad thing, but sometimes you have to let the engine cool off. That's what we're saying. Think of it like anything else. If you just let it run on high all the time, eventually it's going to burn out and not work anymore.
Yep.
Like you.
Yes.
Like us.
Yeah. Called out.
Yeah. So it's not a bad thing to be a high functioning individual, but we need to know how to turn off the engine and cool off a little bit sometimes.
Correct. And I think, like, you know, to that point, there is a difference between high functioning and high performing. High functioning, you're just functioning, and performing, you are actually performing. You are doing the thing and amazing and killing it. Functioning, you're just kind of functioning, you know? I feel like people understand the difference between the two. So there's different things that a lot of people think that are also de-stressing. So like, for example, going to a kickboxing class after somebody makes you angry. Maybe that feels like it's de-stressing you, but it's still a super high energy activity that's keeping that engine revving and keeping you going. So we want to find things that actually calm you down and woosah and just chill from what's going on around you so that it actually works.
So we put together a list of what actually counts as de-stressing. The most effective ways, the
easiest ways.
Hey, I guess they're easy.
Yeah. Well, it's easy for somebody that actually practices it, understand that this is a skill. And if you're one of those people that say, oh, I can't imagine just sitting with my own thoughts. Red flag. You have to be able to do that, and you have to be able to sit in peace and calm with your own self. At least that is the goal. So if you're somebody that says constantly like, oh, I hate things like going for a walk by myself or just deep breathing, like I start to think about all the other things in my life. Red flag. That is a sign that you need to empty the mind of all that stress and just calm down. So that's why I say too that this is a skill, and if you have to start with 5 or 10 minutes a day, please do that. There is nothing wrong with that. And then so I'm going to give you some of my favorite things. Devin will give you some of his favorite things, and we'll go from there. So my number one favorite thing, and I actually like to do this right when I wake up in the morning and right when I go to bed, and that is deep breathing. Okay, so there's a lot of different breathing methods. There's a lot of different things that people will do. For me personally, I will literally either sit on my Pilates mat on the floor or even on the couch, or go outside right away and just take some really deep breaths in and feel the air and just kind of quiet my mind. Because I think I'm not the only one that wakes up and starts thinking about all of the things, right? So I wake up and I just start with taking some deep breaths in.
So, and I might add, what counts as de-stressing is that there are no screens in front of you. There's no phone, no TV.
Absolutely
That's
zero.
Way too much visual stimulation to truly de-stress.
Yes.
Right.
In fact, like any type of light that is around you, if you're trying to relax and calm down, try to dim that light and just...
Unless it's the sun.
Yeah, that's different.
It's different, yeah.
Yes, that is totally different.
The sun is a good thing.
Right, exactly. In fact, get in the sun more. So after breathing, my next favorite thing to go and do to just chill out would be walking. I love going outside, even if it is cold outside. I cannot emphasize this enough. So many people get stuck inside throughout the winter because they're afraid of the cold. Listen, our bodies are meant to be in the cold. It's okay to be in the cold. It is not going to hurt you, okay? Bundle yourself up in as many layers as you need to and go for a walk without your phone, without any music, without anything at all, and just go and be. An amazing way to de-stress.
You could take your phone in case you get lost, but don't use it.
Yeah.
Unless you get lost in case of an emergency.
Yes, I was gonna, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
My bougie favorite way to de-stress is sitting in a dry sauna.
Ooh.
Granted, in COVID times, you can't really go sit in a dry sauna right now.
Unless you own one.
Unless you own one in your own house.
You're one of the luckies.
Yeah, one of the few luckies that has one of those. But sitting in a dry sauna and just meditating, definitely the most effective way I have ever found.
Yeah.
And my favorite. But since I can't do that right now, my next go-to, that is my favorite, is just sitting and talking to somebody and laughing. Not talking about anything too serious, but laughing your butt off.
Yep. So being around somebody that makes you feel safe and comfortable, that you don't have to put your guard up, is an awesome way to de-stress.
And you don't have to have the TV on or music on to just sit there and talk to each other.
Yes, exactly. Although music is another one that is de-stressing, where you can listen to music, enjoy it, and just chill like that.
Mm-hmm.
So another one that I love personally is Pilates, and then also swimming. Two things that are very light activity. You connect your mind and your body, especially with swimming, where you're just in the water floating around and doing your thing. So a few other ones that are out there that are also great is going and getting a massage, going and, getting your nails done, a pedicure, getting your hair done, petting your dog, snuggling up with somebody that you love, or your pet, whatever the case is.
And some other stuff is making a gratitude list, physical activity that's not competitive, so not like aggressive sports, but sports that you can just play and not be concerned with a winner and a loser, right?
Yeah.
Because that mindset.
Like Frisbee.
Frisbee. Not ultimate Frisbee, but throwing a Frisbee.
Right? With this list, write a few things down that you know that you can do for 10, 20 minutes. And then as you practice this, add some more time on for yourself. And if you hear this and say, I have no time in the day to do any of this, that is also a red flag that maybe you have to look at your schedule and prioritize a few things, and really check yourself. Are you scrolling through social media? Are you just mindlessly watching TV? Because it's likely, if you're saying that you do not have the time, there are some spots in there that you could work on so that you can have this time, so that you can function better and feel better.
So all of this stuff also counts as self-care, self-love. Everybody deserves some of that in their life if you don't have any, right? And if you really are struggling to do any of this, put any of it together, please reach out. That's what we're here for. We'd love to talk to you, help you reprioritize, and just find some energy in your life.
Yes. If you like today's video, be sure to subscribe. We share a video every Thursday evening. And of course, if you know somebody that could use this help, share with your friends, like the video, and comment below one of the areas of de-stressing that you liked.